We have our mains ready, and something that I'm eyeing on is Rukshan's mashed potatoes. That's my weakness. Ooh, I'm sorry, I just said I needed to take a minute to enjoy this view. If you call him a cat, it's right. Playing with death is like playing with water. Actually, that also came immediately. You have nearly died in every location you have been at.
I just say it.
Welcome to Danu on Fire, right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. We are speaking to Rukshan Perera because he has something new coming up. And Rukshan has always been someone who is socially aware of a lot of things that are happening, and he has always tried to use his talent, his music for a better cause. Now, I've had Rukshan on many different shows, but this particular one speaks about what Sri Lanka went through recently. And you're doing a show, and this time it's not your show, it's a collaborative mission.
Yeah, it's organized by WMA, which is a Western Musicians Association, in collaborated with Rotary.
Right.
So both put together, they're organizing the concert, and we are hoping to raise funds as much as possible to help the flood victims.
And when is this concert?
It's on February 8th at Galadari.
Right, okay. And the proceeds go in aid of development of the people who...
Correct, rebuild and development for schools, for the families who are affected, so all of that.
Now, in terms of, you have created originals for situations that have been, what can I say, pressing for us. And this particular time, you reshared a song saying this is so apt even for now. Tell me about the song that you...
Well, okay, first of all, I actually started writing a song specifically for the Cyclone Ditwa. I finished writing the song, and then I saw a song that came up in social media. Fantastic song, done by AI. The next day I saw another one done by AI. Next day another. I thought, oh my God, this is crazy. I don't need to write songs anymore.
Just need to AI
This is coming, you know, and it's done very well.
Yeah, true.
Right. So anyway, so I didn't write this specific for this specific cyclone, but the one that you're referring to, I believe I wrote it when we had the Easter bombing. That's the one that I had shared on the on FB and so on.
Right. Rukshan, tell me about this. Apart from this concert, you used to have something called Rukshan Live in concert. Is that going to happen anytime soon? There's been a bit of a break for it.
Yes, yes. In fact, I did that for 10 years. This was all my originals, English originals. And I'm happy that I was able to actually continue for 10 years, because normally when the audience love to hear what they already know.
No.
The cover songs, so that they can sing, you know.
Groom to dance.
Exactly, exactly. But when you're doing originals that they have never heard, it's a challenge to somehow entertain. But anyway, I managed to continue for 10 years, and after COVID, that year I said this is going to be my last of that particular series. But anyway, this year I hope to have a concert because I'm going to be 70 years
Wow.
in June, so I must have a concert.
Now, in 70 years, Rukshan has worked with a variety of people, big names, names that are not there in the industry anymore, names that have been converted into movies. Now, Sri Lanka is now on the mission of creating movies about musicians. I see another movie coming out recently. There was just the posters that were revealed. We're going to speak more about when we do come back after the break. Do stick around. If you're wondering where in the world are we, we're checking out Stuart & Co. and it's great for a lunchtime catch-up. We'll see you after this. Thank you to our friends at British Cosmetics for joining us on Danu on Fire. You can now fall in love with yourself all over again when you do shop for your favorite products and brands under British Cosmetics. You can check out online the services they have and also the product range that will go with us. Thank you for joining us on the show.
I just say it.
Welcome back to the show, our second segment, and we have our mains ready. And something that I'm eyeing on is Rukshan's mashed potatoes. That's my weakness. Now, I have to ask you in terms of you have worked with multiple people. Ooh, I'm sorry, I just said I need to take a minute to enjoy this view. All right, you have worked with multiple people, and this movie, Clarence, was also a huge part in your life. And did anybody play your role in the movie?
Not specifically my role, but there was a keyboardist. I was a keyboardist with Super Golden Chimes, so there was a Super Golden Chimes was shown, and there was a keyboardist. So
that was
somewhat,
you.
Yeah.
But Rukshan had these funky shorts that he used to wear those days, like very short. Nowadays, you walk on the road with that, they will be raped. I don't think it's actually so welcoming today. At that time, people were safe, I think. So, Rukshan, tell me in terms of that era that you had, how was it working with such legends? And you were the youngest one out of the lot, right?
Correct. I was still going to school at the time when I joined the Super Golden Chimes. It's quite an honor to have performed with and being with Clarence for about three and a half years with the Super Golden Chimes at the height of their
tours and peak.
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all had a gig every day?
Almost every day, yeah. Oh, I forgot to bring the diary. I had a diary of 1975.
Right.
I forgot to bring that. I should bring it next time. So anyway, Clarence, I mean, when you talk of Clarence, I mean, of course, everybody knows his ability to compose fantastic songs, right? Now, just to give you a little bit of information on how he composes, it came to a point that he was so confident of himself in composing. And he tells us, we have a recording on Sunday, please come to Sarasavi studio at 10 o'clock. Now, we don't know who we are, what this recording is all about, and all the songs. We go there at 10. Clarence comes there at 9 o'clock. That's when he writes the songs. And those days it's only 4 songs for an EP, the small. So that's all it's needed. And he writes the songs then and there.
In the studio,
in
1 hour.
Exactly. And when we come there, then he looks at the first song and he plays and tells us what the song is. This is the chorus, this is the verse. And then while showing us and while we are taking the chords and whatever, he hums certain parts. He hums those interludes. So we take down the interludes as we go. We record the song, it's a hit. It's unbelievable how confident he was in composing.
Knowing what he...
Yeah, and also it's
and
also...
even the one who is going to sing with him, if it's a duet, who is going to sing with him, Rani or whoever, they also will not know until they walk in.
Exactly, until they come. Yeah, absolutely. So,
Just imagine you have a cold on that day. Oh, never mind, I'll sing this as well.
yeah, so he was such, I mean, such a...
Like, were you a part of...
No, that was the Golden Chimes. That was with Lankika Perera. I performed with Golden Chimes, but after the song was recorded.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was, I know every band that he formed and performed. The Moonstones, the first one was Mangonanda, sung by Annesley, a hit song. Golden Chimes, Kimadanave. Then in Super Golden Chimes, there are tons of songs, including Kataragama song. And then Indrani Perera, Dilhani, that was
one of the biggest.
One of the biggest, yeah. So every song that he did with whatever the band or whatever the artist was a hit song.
And also, I think his lyrics were very relatable. It had a country vibe in terms of lyrics. Like, you can understand, like somebody who may not understand the nuances of big Sinhala words, I was still able to relate to that music, even when my Sinhala was at a very mediocre level. Like, you understood the pulse of it. And there were no like big verses.
Exactly. So that was his forte actually. Like if you take a song like Gamen Liuma Kavilla, how it started was he was with a friend, and the friend got a letter, and as he got the letter, he just said, Gamen Liuma Kavilla Akkageng Wage. That's all he said, and it turned out to be a song, right? And it's very, as you said, very simple lyrics. And you really feel that when you're reading it, you're feeling the whole song. And also one thing that Clarence what he made a difference was in the industry, those days group songs were all with box guitars and shakers, a little bit of a congas and a tambourine. Those were the songs, you know,
very islandish.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what he also started like that, but he realized very soon that he wanted to change that and go to electric guitars and drums and all that. So that was the change that he made with those interludes that he composed, and with the song, with the lyrics, superb melody, and of course harmonies put together, made the song. And we were actually known as, Super Golden Chimes was known as the local Beatles, and Clarence was known as the local John Lennon. That's how people talked about him at the time.
And also, you all had such a very heavy schedule. In your 3.5 to 4 years with them, you would have traveled a lot.
Not abroad. Those days we never had the opportunity to go abroad. So it was all in the country, but all over the country we have performed for concerts, dances, the weddings, other events, open air shows.
But I think you might have had the best time, right?
That was absolutely the best time. I mean, we enjoyed it so much, because almost every weekend we had a concert either at Navarangahala, that was the place, or Sugatadasa Stadium, and then we also have a dance to finish with. Sometimes we also could have a wedding in the morning, right? So wedding, concert, dance was quite normal at the time.
Good times, you know, to live that life and to have so much of fun doing what you did.
Correct.
That's definitely...
Yeah, and then I was able to again perform. I actually left the band.
Because you flew abroad.
A lot of people ask me why I left Super Golden Giant, but I left solely to go abroad because I had the opportunity to do that. Because going abroad back in the 70s was a big thing.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the reason I left. So afterwards, around 1989 or 90, he came to US and he gave me a call and said, Rukshan, I'm here, I'm in Los Angeles. I was in New York at the time, and I would really like you to come and perform with me. Now, I had practically not listened to
any of his music
songs
in a long time
since I left Sri Lanka, because I got into jazz, I got into several other genres. So as a result, I had not, so I said, okay, I'll definitely make it, I'll come, but please send me a cassette of all the songs. So that's how we kind of practiced and we performed. One other thing that comes to mind with Clarence is that, okay, I was a keyboardist in the band, right? But I did play guitar for certain songs. And some of the songs were like the English songs. there was this called When the Train Comes. So my guitar was always kept on the stage, even though I was playing the keyboards. And he looks at the audience and he decides what songs to do, including Bohemian Rhapsody. He started with once, right? And he told me, and he tells me, Rukshan, let's do When the Train Comes. So I take the guitar and I play. So he was a person who always pushed all of us forward.
And I think that's why the love and affection is still there.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
We're getting to a break. We're checking out Stuart & Co. We'll see you on the other side after we dig into some fancy food. Welcome back to the show. We're checking out Stuart & Co. You can also come join us for lunch if you're in the mood for it, or dinner. But for now, I wanted to speak to Rukshan about, he's actually someone, if you call him a cat, it's right. Playing with death is like playing with water. Actually, that also came immediately. You have played around with life a bit too much. So you have nearly died in every location you have been at in your past of travels. I don't know whether to deport him from Sri Lanka. So tell me, what are these countries that you have nearly seen death?
Okay. First of all, it was Afghanistan.
Okay.
We were playing at the Intercontinental Hotel, and we were there. I was actually playing tennis when we heard all these noises coming in, which we didn't know what it was. It happened to be Russians. Russians just came in, landed, took over the country.
Did you finish your game of tennis? Give me a minute. Let me just finish this.
Yeah, true. So anyway, so that we were to have come back on holiday and go back, which we never did. And this, unfortunately, this hotel turned out to be a hospital for the longest time, but now it is back to a hotel. Another experience in Afghanistan was I went with another friend who has never skied before. I have never skied before. We have never seen snow, ice.
Oh, the two of you, because you all know so much about it, you all went together.
Yeah, we went together. Yeah, because
Right.
we were and we rented skis from somewhere, the old set of skis. We went to the resort. We went up. Now we were just watching others, as to how they ski, and including young ones who were going like this. It looked very easy to us, right? And so finally we managed to put our skis on. Falling all over the place, and then slowly we we just went forward and then started going down. And boy, the first thing that came to mind was, hey, this is easy, I can balance, and I was going fine. But the speed was like, it was getting
Picking up
at a rate so fast. We didn't know what to, at least I didn't know what to do. I had no clue what the other guy was doing. And we were going, and then I could see trees in front of me, and there's a fence, barbed wire fence in front of me. And now what the hell am I to do? If I go there, I'll die right then and there. For some reason, I just sat on the skis, right? And it went for about 20 meters and it stopped. It's a miracle. Anyway,
where was your friend?
Friend had done exactly the same thing. It's not that we knew that this would stop.
And is that the normal way to stop?
No. There's a special ways to stop. You can stop like this, you can stop like that. Yeah, there are different ways to do that.
Y'all figured it out later?
Later on, I actually...
How did y'all come back from where y'all were seated?
So we have that ski lift.
Right.
Lift, yeah. So that's, we managed
Definitely not a champion story to come and tell back home, oh, I did some skiing today.
And
so that's death number 2.
Yeah, number 2. Okay, then of course when I went to Switzerland with the band, then I was able to ski and somehow managed to learn that. And then I was working for Philip Morris International in New York. I was stationed there in Switzerland, in Lausanne, for 2 years on a special project. Then Switzerland, Philip Morris had a club, you name it, they had a club. The chess club, the bridge club, the badminton club, the tennis club, the ski club, and on and on and on. So I thought, okay, I'm going to be here for 2 years, so
join a club.
I must learn how to ski, and I joined the ski club. And we got an email saying that on such and such a day we are going to this resort. Meet us at this particular restaurant. We're going to have brunch and then we go. And we did. And now they said it's about 30-minute ride. 30-minute ride. About the 28th minute, all the cars were stopped. And I looked out and I see a big board called France. And I asked the guy who was driving me, he was a German guy, he was also a beginner. I asked, where are we going? He said, no, we have to cross the border, right?
To get.
Yeah, but even though the resort itself is in Switzerland, the parking is there. So we have to cross. Now, at that time, I didn't have the US passports. I was still
Sri Lankan.
a Sri Lankan and then the Sri Lankan passport. Now, I didn't have my passport with me anyway. Even if I had the passport, I had no visa. Right? We went there and then they stopped us. And I quickly told the president of the ski club, and he tried to explain to the guy, Rukshan has just arrived from New York and he didn't know, blah, blah, blah. Nothing doing. They asked me to sign a paper saying that I tried to enter France illegally. And we were sent back.
But you have been to France after that, right?
Oh yeah, many times.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was that. That was in Switzerland. Then I used to travel a lot to Latin America on work. Several places, including I went to Brazil for the.
He says work, okay? I don't know what you have been doing.
And we saw the carnival, and that was fantastic with samba dancers and all that. So anyway, some other country, Ecuador. I go to Ecuador just for a meeting, and then we were having a meeting, and all of a sudden a volcanic eruption. We were given masks. We had to wear the mask, and we were like taken away from the office. Went to the hotel. We couldn't come out because of that.
For how many days? It takes a long time for it to subdue, right?
Yeah, it does. It does. We couldn't actually complete what we went for, and so I had to come back. Another time went to Colombia, and during the meeting, bang, big noise. A huge bomb exploded. This was the worst time in Colombia with all the drug lords and all that. Again, we were escorted back to the hotel.
Maybe others would love going to work with you because they'll be like, if we go with Rukshan, there'll be some explosion, we'll be sent back home happily. Have you got caught to anything here in Sri Lanka?
Have I got caught to anything here in Sri Lanka? Not really.
No. See, I think this is your best country.
That's why I came back.
When it was all going off, you were not here. So now it's all a safe place to be. But thanks, Rukshan, for coming today. You can watch Rukshan perform once again for a good cause on the 8th of February. It's all happening at Galadari Hotel at the ballroom. You can go buy a ticket, support. Proceeds go in aid of the victims who were caught in the floods, and at the same time, this is done in collaboration with Rotary.
Correct.
More details on his social and every social possible. Rukshan, thanks for being here. As always, lovely chatting with you.
Yeah.
Always a story to share. Thank you.
Thank you. And I also like to mention that Misty is performing for
along with you
concert, along with several artists that are going to be there. So we'd like to thank all of them because they are all volunteering their time
to do it.
Their time and talent to do this and to raise funds. So yes, please do come because we need your support as well.
Amazing.
Thank you.
On that note, we need to wrap things up. Thank you to Stuart and Co for hosting us here. Until we see you again, keep smiling. It's a wrap.